In this video, we're going to continue our discussion of the selling process. As I've said in the other videos, this is one of several, and they should be viewed in sequence. They all start 1704 F, and then it's FA, B, C, D, and so on. So try to view them in sequence. We've now reached the pre-approach stage in the selling process, and that's what we're going to talk about in this video. The pre-approach stage is the process of planning for the sale. The process is regarded as the information gathering stage. So the pre-approach, it's the salesperson gathering background information, gathering the information that's necessary to make the sale, that will facilitate the sale, that will, if nothing else, will help the salesperson in dealing with the customer and persuading the customer that the sale is in their interest. So it's doing the research, it's doing the background work on the customer. The salespeople are responsible for researching about the potential customer. The salespeople should research the potential customer and have information that will, as I said, facilitate the sale, will help them build a rapport with the customer, talk to the customer, and make the customer feel at ease about the sale. There is nothing wrong with this. This is part of salesmanship, providing it's done honestly and there is no attempt at fraud or cheating the customer or hiding something from the customer. It should be dealt with honestly and openly. Information about potential customers include information about their needs and wants and how the sales team can meet these needs. So it's trying to find out what do the customers want, and then matching their wants against the products that are on sale, the products or the services that are on sale, so that the customer's needs are satisfied. From the information gathered, the sales team then begin their presentation. So once the sales team have gathered the information, have got a background on the customer, have some information to work with, then they will start to make a presentation about the product and enlighten the customer. They will enlighten the customer about the product and how the product can help the customer satisfy the needs that they've got. So the pre-approach stage includes two activities: customer research and planning the sales presentation. So it's picking up the information on the customer and then planning the sales presentation with that in mind. The salesperson must carry out research about potential customers. They must find out relevant information which will support the selling process. So the customer research part is trying to find out exactly what the customer's needs are and also what the background of the customers are likely to be. Information differs depending on the type of product and customer. Information can be customer background, education, lifestyle, personality, where they live. So it's trying to pick up background information which will help the salesperson in dealing with the customer. The research phase is very useful in identifying whether the salesperson can arouse a desire for the purchase, can promote a desire for the purchase. The research phase gives the information to the salesperson about the background of the customer, about the needs the customers have, and then tries to enable the salesperson to use that information to make the sale. So it enables the salesperson to have more effective contact with the customer. This process requires some form of commitment from the customer as well to drive the sale forward. So the customer could look for an agreement or or even a contract. But the customer needs to be involved as well. The customer can't just be passive throughout all of this. The customer must show interest in the product and must deal honestly with the salesperson as well. There needs to be a goal-setting process before moving up the sales process. They must set out what they want to find out. The customer must ask the relevant questions, and the salesperson must answer the questions honestly and openly, and the salesperson can legitimately ask for some more background information to see if the product is suitable. Goals could be individual to each customer. Doing so ensures that potential customers are dealt with appropriately. Not all customers are the same. Customers have not just different backgrounds and different experiences and different incomes, but also they have different psychological approaches to the whole buying process. Some may be very wary of the selling process. So they need to be put at ease about the selling process and be reassured that they are buying something which is of good value, it's reputable, and it's suitable for their requirements. Appropriate planning techniques must be considered in this stage, the stage of the sales presentation. The salesperson must plan how they are going to approach potential customers. Do they simply walk up to the potential customer and introduce themselves, or should they be more casual about the contact, or how should they approach the potential customers? Because the initial approach is very important. If it's not handled correctly, it may alienate the customer. So getting it right is important. Different customers, depending on needs, need to be approached differently. Sales presentations need to be adapted to suit individual customers. So the salespeople, the sales personnel, should have different presentations according to the customers that they're dealing with. And they should in fact be able to switch their presentation styles in the course of their presentation if it's required. Above all, they should appear professional and they should appear knowledgeable about the product. And by professional it means honest and open. And by being knowledgeable about the product, they're showing also a professionalism about their job, that they are keen to satisfy customers' needs. They're keen to identify the customer's needs and link the product to the satisfaction of those requirements. Presentations need to be planned, which discuss products, services, features, and as I said, arouse a desire to purchase on the customer part. So the presentations are very important. These can be just done casually while standing beside the customer and talking about the product. In fact, the salesperson is reciting a well-rehearsed presentation. But if the customer interjects, the salesperson should not be knocked off. They should be capable of taking the questions or the comments, responding to them, and then returning to the sales pitch. And that's the way in which sales can effectively be promoted. The salesperson is not working with a blank canvas. The salesperson has done some research. The salesperson will know what his or her sales pitch is. They'll have done some background on the potential customers. So they're not working from nothing. They're working from something based on previous research. So this is the pre-sales approach. This is the setting up the full approach to the customer, which will try to bring in the sale, and that will be dealt with in the next video in this series. But that's all I'm going to deal with in this session, so thank you for watching.